think it's really nice that someone like Hayden Hurst is coming out and being like, look, you're not alone. I'm
Mm-hmm.
a big, tough football player, and look at me. Like, I went through it too. Like, anybody can go through it. Doesn't matter how, like, if you're an athlete, if you're a man.
All right. And so with that, our cause in the NFL this week is the Warrick Dunn Charities, and I will be covering that one. I'm pretty sure some of you remember Warrick Dunn. And if you don't, well, now you're gonna learn a little bit about him and his charities. So it really is called the Warrick Dunn Charities, and they do a few different things. He created this in inspiration for his mother. And what I really like about this foundation is that it's more about empowerment. So the point of the Warrick Dunn Charities is it empowers families to break the cycle of generational poverty and achieve a better quality of life. During his inaugural season with the Tampa Bay Bucks, Warrick founded Homes for the Holidays, also known as HFTH, to honor his late mother's dreams of home ownership. Sadly, she passed away before he can buy her home. But he did buy a home for himself and his family to show that appreciation, to kind of pass that down. Um, the program actually partners with local community organizations to reduce the burden on new single parent homeowners by fully furnishing their new house, providing down payment assistance checks, and stocking the pantry with food. We always see these TV shows are like, oh, here's a new home. But what we learned about later is that they were never able to really afford the mortgage, right? And all these different things. And so what his organization does, it actually helps them with a down payment, right? And it actually teaches them how to take out a mortgage and how to pay your mortgage. And again, it's the idea to make sure that people have homes to live, but that they know how to learn how to maintain them, how to keep them, how to pay for them. And I love that he makes sure that it's fully furnished. So that's one less thing they have to worry about, and starts off with them having food in their pantry. So that is one part of the Warrick Dunn Charities, is Home for the Holidays. The other thing that he does, it's called Count on Your Future. And so in partnership with Country Financial, it established Count on Your Future program in 2014 to teach families how to achieve economic empowerment, thereby helping to break the cycle of generational poverty and creating a better quality of life. Our Count on Your Future program promotes financial empowerment by providing children, teens, and adults with tools and resources to help them with their financial futures. Teen and adult participants who actually complete the Count on Your Future spring and fall workshops that they sometimes have host will receive up to $500 in matching funds towards opening and sustaining an investment account. And so again, it really is about education and breaking that cycle, right? That chain. And so it pairs them with a country financial representative for up to 2 years to make sure that they are using that money and those funds to continue investing, to continue and grow that bank account and learn what it is to finance. And so I think that's something really amazing that he's included in his charities. Another part of his charity is called Sculpt. It was designed to provide participants with valuable wellness information that can be incorporated into their everyday lives, making healthier choices. Doesn't just apply to adults, it's something that kids can do. And so Sculpt workshops, because he does a lot of workshops, or his organization does, is designed to be kid friendly and inclusive so that future generations are empowered with the tools necessary to build a healthier future. Because again, health really is important, and oftentimes, like I know growing up in a community of color, we don't always know the best foods, or there's always not the best foods available, right, around us. Everybody has heard of food deserts, things like that. And so I think it's wonderful that he does these workshops for adults and children to make sure that they actually know what it means to live a healthy lifestyle. The final part of his charity is called Hearts for Community Service Scholarships. The Hearts for Community Service Scholarships program provides financial merit-based awards and scholarships to support students who are active volunteers in their community and are attending or soon to be attending a post-secondary institution. The burden of higher education debt has been really painful and has long-lasting consequences for low-income students and students of color. So they award $5,000 to students who actually give back to their community and
Aw.
who volunteer and who show that not only are they going to high school, not only are they continuing their studies and want to do something else after high school, he awards them with these with $5,000 that they can use towards any post-secondary institution, as long as it's something. Right now, it's currently only available in Arizona, California, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Iowa, Kansas, Louisiana, Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, and Wisconsin. So a bunch of states. And of course, I'm sure they'll add more, but at least if you live in one of those states, look up the Hearts for Community Service scholarships for your children. If they are giving back to the community, make sure that they connect with this organization. And so that is the Warren Dunn's Charities. And so again, I do like the idea of breaking generational poverty and actually having a charity that teaches people how to live financially, right? How to invest. And so, Kate, what do you think?
I think it's amazing when you mentioned single parents, being a single parent. I thought that was really awesome because so often in communities we're like the left behind population and they don't really do a lot for single parents to teach them how to budget, how to handle being in your own home and all of those things. I love the fact that now that you said that that one thing is in Michigan, Nora gives back by volunteering for an organization right now. So I'll look into that scholarship for her. So I've learned about that. That would be great for her going to college. So in Warrick Dunn, I've always kind of watched the Buccaneers a lot over the years. Like I've said, I like Simeon Rice. I like all these players, but I've always liked Warrick Dunn, and I did not know about his charities. So I've learned a lot, and I've learned a lot about what they do. And I love that not only are they setting these families up in homes, they're teaching them about finances, they're teaching them life skills. And that is really key. You can give anyone a house.
Exactly.
Like they've done on Extreme Home Makeovers.
That's
and
what I'm saying.
all
Yes.
these people lose these houses because
Yes.
they get these houses, but they don't have the money for the mortgage. They don't have the finances. They don't have the background of budgeting and everything. So they lose them. So I'm glad they're doing things to help so that people aren't losing these homes given to them. And they're learning good life skills. That's what you need. A lot of people don't know those things. So, and like you said, they're breaking generational gaps. So maybe before this person came in and like their family didn't always make it, but now they're making it.
Yeah.
So and they're teaching their kids to make it. So
yes, exactly.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's like, I love it.
So and the financial literacy is so important. And so I like that he provides that to teens and young adults so they can actually learn what it means to invest. And so
definitely. Like
kudos to that.
My that's something like, my dad is big into his investments and investing and making sure you have nest eggs and different things like that. So you're not struggling. So
absolutely.
I give Warrick Dunn all the kudos in the world for his charities and what he's doing in communities. And I didn't realize his charity reached many different states and helping students that are doing things in their communities and giving back can help them once they go off to college. So kudos to Warrick Dunn.
Yeah. So, all right. So, of course, we always show a quick video about our organizations and foundations that we cover and our causes. And so I'm going to make sure you see a little clip about that so you can learn a little bit more about Warrick Dunn and his foundation.
When I was a rookie with the Steelers, my coach, Chuck Noll, And our owner, Art Rooney, told us not to make football our whole life. Do more than just play for Pittsburgh, they said. Become part of the fabric of the community. When I became a head coach in Tampa Bay, I tried to give my players the same inspiration. And I'm so proud the challenge took root in Warrick, Dunn.
Well, the Homes for the Holidays program was born because of Coach Tony Dungy. His words resonated with me, and I just thought about, like, man, what can I do to help people? And I just started thinking about the things my mom wanted and her dream of how she never realized that dream.
Police arrived at this Jefferson Highway convenience store about 12:15 this morning to find one of their own near death. Corporal Betty Smothers died at Our Lady of the Lake Hospital.
Betty Smothers was a 36-year-old single parent. She worked full-time at her police duties and then pulled extra duty to make ends meet.
Every story that I read, every family that I helped, I took a little bit of my mom.
In 1997, as a 22-year-old rookie, Warrick came to me to explain his goal of helping families like his. He'd kept his family together since his mother's death, and now his idea was to help finance and furnish homes for other single moms and their kids.
We did it my rookie year. We did 3 homes on Thanksgiving, and we haven't stopped ever since.
Because of his love for family and knowing firsthand the difficulties a single parent is faced with, he created his Homes for the Holidays. And this is a beautiful and befitting tribute to her.
Here we go. Today would be home 174 for the charity, going on almost 22 years now. So it's a special day. Whoa. Most families, when they first move into a home, they can't afford to fully furnish the home.
It's so quiet.
Big girl's room. Save the best for last. Mom's room. Furniture, foods, linens, garden tools, TVs, computers, all the way down to the toothbrush. We're going to start you off. Soon. That's what my mom would have wanted. Today, Qatar, congratulations on being home 174.
I'm a single parent, and so for charity to help me, it gives you that push, it gives you that energy to keep going, and it lets you know that you're not in the world alone.
Like Katara and her son earlier this month, the 61st home Dunn handed over 13 years ago offered another family a fresh start, and a young boy named Deshaun Watson a chance of realizing a dream. He's just one example of the impact Warrick's made, a reminder of what we can all do when we commit to making a difference.
There you have it. Learned a little bit more about what drives him, right? So he could have let a tragedy, right, keep him away from football, right? We know that pain can drive you away, but what a man to use, to turn a tragedy like that into something beautiful to remember his mother for. And Tony Dungy, I love that man. Like, I really love him. He's one of my favorite head coaches. And I think that was the biggest difference in this man's life, is that he had Tony Dungy at his side to be his mentor and help him through such a painful time. I truly believe that people are placed in your path for a reason. Seriously.
Oh, I definitely agree. Tony Dungy is one of the classiest guys that has ever graced the NFL. He's one of my favorite coaches ever. And I'm glad for those moments, because I know of coaches in other athletes' lives that have impacted them and have gotten them to where they're at today. So kudos to that relationship that Dungy built with Warrick Dunn so that he could do these things and persevere and, do great things for great people and great communities. I love it.
And I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying that, Warrick, your mom is proud of you. I know that she's still with you, and she's so proud of what you're doing in her name and the way you're honoring her. So thank you, Warrick. Seriously, amazing charity. I honestly, when I found it and I saw what they did, I had to share with everybody. I will, of course, post a link like I usually do for all our causes. I will share it in our LTF Facebook group. So if you want to donate, look this up, click on it, or at least share it out so that people have that information. Like Kate didn't know that his charity about these scholarships were available in Michigan. So you don't know. It might be available. There's something that you can look into that will help you, or maybe might help someone around you in your circle that you don't know about yet. Because sometimes we don't know when people are in need. So look for that in the LTF Facebook group.